Hello and welcome back to our Prophesy of Pendor Ironman challenge, and we are now fighting Kyuda the Ravager right here. We have defeated him previously in the series, and well, he was in a much worse position than he is now. So, well, we are in a much better position than we were back then, so who knows, maybe we are now even instead of him being well, I'm going to just say it. He's most likely going to be much more powerful than we are. He has battle riders. He has his specialist units. His specialist units are fantastic horse archers, which are really, really deadly. He has about 45 of those, which is not exactly a big number. I'm hopeful that the limited amount that he has of those specialist units is going to make a big difference to our success rate. And I don't think I'm going to be using a horse wall here. And that might be a little bit controversial just because horse walls are usually fantastic against cavalry, right? Yeah, they're really, really good against cavalry, but I'm thinking that the agility and the mobility that we gain from having our own horse archers on horses is probably going to be better, maybe better, than what we would get from the horse wall itself. So we're just going to tell our cavalry to charge right in here. Got to be a bit careful about the lancers as well. They are going to be very damaging too. And I think we might be okay if we just kind of tell our guys to charge in, help out where we can, and just see what happens. I think we should be okay. I mean, their horse archers are of course doing a very good job at what they do. I mean, it is what they do. They do massive amounts of damage, good mobility at the same time. And I'm just hopeful that maybe because they are going to charge in their melee cavalry straight up, just right into us, and their horse archers are going to be pretty far away, that we will be able to eliminate the majority of their melee cavalry, and then we will be able to, well, hopefully eliminate the horse archers after that. I'm hopeful that that is how it will go. I'm going to tell my archers to charge in. Not my horse archers. I've already charged those guys in. But anyway, yeah, we're just going to charge into a couple of people here. Oh, wow. Yeah, these guys literally die from horse charge. So we'll just try and take them out where and when we can. And I think it seems to be going actually remarkably well. Remarkably, I'm very surprised actually how good this is going so far. I mean, we have taken quite a few casualties, but he has also taken casualties. I don't think we need to worry too much about that. I am going to need to continue helping our forces out where and when we can, but of course, that is, as with any battle, the way that we need to play things. I might actually decide to... Shall we retreat? I'm going to retreat here, actually. And we're just going to take a look and see what kind of stock we have left over. We are losing quite a few people here, you see, and I didn't really want to go super hardcore. Okay, so he has not been eliminated, which is really good, because that means that we'll be able to go in again in the second round. Look at this. Yeah, look at that. That is much, much better in terms of unit ratios. And I'm personally pretty happy with this. So 198 versus 260. He's still alive, by the way. And look at that. The ratio is much better on the battlefield as well, because he had a battle advantage of -2. And we now have -1. So that's actually fantastic. That's really, really good. So I'm hopeful that that will make a big difference, because it may not seem like a lot, you know, having a battle advantage from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 or whatever. But having that extra 1, that makes a big difference, especially on scales like this, because most of the time you're going to be dealing with large numbers in general, and having that extra battle advantage definitely helps. Because before, we would probably be up against 160 or 170, something along those lines. Now we're only up against 145, and those extra units could be really, really dangerous ones. You know, they could be the specialist units, they could be more battle riders, they could be any number of things. But thankfully, because we have that extra battle advantage, it is going to make that little difference. That little difference. Nothing too drastic, nothing too amazing, but it is going to help us out. Alright, so I'm going to try and use my bow a little bit more here, hopefully. Let's tell my cavalry to come back here, face toward the opponent. I know that someone did mention that you can basically tell your cavalry to advance forward 10 paces or something like that, and that apparently is much more easy. Well, should we just say much simpler to order? But I don't know. I'm pretty bad at using these menus, by the way. I'm pretty bad at this. So yeah, you can see here, advance 10 paces. That's the thing that you were saying was really good, and I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. But I'm kind of stuck in my ways in regards to commanding units, and I never really learned how to use the advancing paces thing. So just going to stay with what we've got for the moment, and we'll see what we can do. I'm just going to continue firing into the massive line of battle riders and lancers and things, and hopefully kill them. There we go. There's another one. Can we kill this one too? Yep, nice. Let's kill that guy back there and there. Now I'm hopeful that we will gain the opportunity to take him prisoner if we can take it. Oh, it seems like they've all run into the... Okay, they've all run into the wall. This is not good. I did not actually want them to do this. That's the reason why I went a little bit forward. Yeah, I did not want them to do this. This is kind of bad, because here's the thing. Usually I'd say, oh, this is great. You know, this is a really, really good thing to happen, to have his horse archers charge straight on in to the wall at the edge of the battlefield. I would say, you know, usually that's great. But in this case, I would say that this is really dangerous, because these units being so incredibly high proficiency, they are capable of doing so much damage, and if they are standing all together, you know, immobile, they're going to literally just tear apart anyone that wants to come close to them. And that's indeed the issue. But it seems like they've actually all gotten off their mounts now, which is actually perfect, so I guess it's fine. I guess it's alright. I mean, I didn't intend that by any means. I wanted to try and draw them around us so that we could again take advantage of the fact that they tend to leave their lancers and battle riders by themselves. As you can see, we are actually having a little bit of a problem with our own horse archers now as well, which is slightly problematic. I want to try and eliminate these guys without getting shot myself, because these are the ones that generally will cause us the most problems. Yeah, a bit problematic. Okay, well, the best thing I can do is just stay alive as well. So shields up, you know, keep very, very close to all of our units, and just try and get a kill here or there, and make sure that my horse stays alive, because if my horse dies, well, I'm going to be stranded out there like no one's business, and then I will wish that I had been a bit more careful. There we go. Oh, hello. Can we do some damage to you? Maybe? Oh, I'll just take out your horse then instead. And then maybe we can... Oh, wow. Yeah, these are... Oh, wow. Yeah. There's a lot of Jatu raiders here. Now, Jatu raiders are not exactly known for being extremely powerful in any singular regard, but think about them when there's 20, 25, 30 of them all riding in unison. That's going to be pretty insane damage. It's the same thing with why I was a bit worried about the specialist units all standing at the side of the battlefield, because they can all fire at the same target, and that's going to be super damaging. So definitely something to be a bit careful of there. Got to be a bit careful about lancers as well, because there might still be a couple of them around the areas here. Yeah, we're starting to lose some people. We're starting to lose quite a few people right now, which is not exactly great. But how many have we eliminated? Yeah, we've eliminated 162. I don't know whether we've eliminated him, or if he's even... Is he even in? Oh no, I didn't check his... Okay, you know what? We're going to retreat once again. And we're going to see... He's... Ah, there we go. He was wounded in that battle. Okay, so that's actually fine, because we can just continue onward then. Alright, that is fine. No problem at all there. Okay, so this is going to be a pretty simple victory, I believe, because they seem to have mostly low-tier units left over. Bear in mind that I'm actually in Ravenstone territory right now. I was actually going over to Poinsbrook because I wanted to check for Sir Roland, because I actually did go to the Empire territory as well. Not all of the towns, but I went to Ethos and I checked to see whether Sir Roland was still in the tavern around there. And unfortunately, he is not. And I wanted to make him the vassal, our first vassal, because I found out that he is in fact a good-natured vassal, which is utterly insane, by the way. He's that's really good to have a vassal that is good-natured straight away. Really, really nice, because that means he's not going to complain about me giving fiefs to anyone else, and he's going to be very, very helpful and in general just be a stand-up guy, and that's going to be really good for us. But unfortunately, I haven't been able to find him, so that's also that's a pretty bad thing indeed. So what we're going to need to do is I will need to continue trying to find him, probably off screen, because I'm not going to really be able to just travel around all the time. That's just a huge time sink. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to find him relatively nearby, and that's why I thought, oh, maybe he's in Poinsbrook, you know. But I have a bad feeling that he's actually in one of the Sarlian towns, and that is kind of a, yeah, it's kind of a bit of an annoyance, because that means I can't go in there, you know. I can't go in there unless I place all my units in a garrison somewhere and then sneak in. But even sneaking in is risky in itself. Okay, so there you go. We did achieve a victory against Kyuda the Ravager, and cross your fingers for us being able to capture him. Let's see. Ah, he managed to escape. Unfortunate. Okay, so that is basically one of the first times that we've had a unique spawn escape from us. So we've been very lucky up until now. And I got to say, I thank my lucky stars for being able to capture as many as we have already. But we have, what is it, 7 in prisoner management. So we've got about, what is it, 75%, I think, something like that. And I think that's pretty good, you know. That is actually pretty good. But yeah, 80% would be a little bit better. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to find Phineas either. And I would have been able to increase my charisma by 1 with that potion. And then I would have been able to, you know, get that extra 5%, which might have made the difference, you know? It might have made the difference. Anyway, I'm just going to abandon everything here. And now that we've lost a lot of units, it's going to be pretty nice to actually recruit from the prisoner's hold here. I see those maiden cavalry, don't you? Yeah, I see those. They're really nice. But I'm thinking I'm going to look for other things for the first thing we do here. Kazi Stalkers, we could take Huskars, but I'm not entirely sure whether we really want to. Larian Sentinels are actually here as well. Pretty good. Larian Sentinels are quite nice. Squires of the Lion. Mist Mountain Shaman, they're pretty good. They're pretty good, so I guess we'll take them. They're not the greatest, but they are, you know, above average, certainly. And I'm just thinking, hey, you know, let's just take those guys. Actually, Ravenstone Rangers might be quite fun. And then we will take the Maiden Cavalry to top it all off. There we go. Let's take all of those prisoners. Fantastic. All right, so this is where we currently are. As you can see, a couple of Ravenstone vassals doing their thing. We still have all of our territory. Nothing has really happened there. People are not really deciding to attack us for some unknown reason. I really don't know why. And we have a couple of level ups here. So we've got Sigismund. We're going to continue leveling up his intelligence so he can max out his combat skills. And then we'll get a couple more maiden adventurers and so on. And there we go. All right. That's pretty good. Okay, who's this? Ah, this is... what? Okay. That's kind of... why did they go that way? I wanted, you know, I wanted where they were, to be honest, because otherwise they would have been in the battle with us. Where are they? Oh. They seem to be... okay, wait a minute. Can I talk to them and actually... yes, there we go, there we go. Okay, so I'm actually going to just tell them to patrol around Laria, to be honest, because I'm perfectly happy with them doing that, but I didn't do anything in regards to telling them what to do and everything, but they weren't with me for a lot of time. When I went down to Empire territory, I think they ran off and fought someone, and that was the reason why they took a bit of time to catch up to us, but oh well, never mind. I guess that's fine. Kind of weird. That kind of shocked me a bit for a second because I was like, oh, what? What's going on there? Anyway, we do have a steward. Oh, that is not good. That is not good at all. As you can see, they're running around with 119 sergeants and 64 knights. These guys are not good. They don't have good gear yet. But who am I to say no? Who am I to say no to free units, I guess? Do I have to pay for that? I hope I don't have to pay for that. If I have to pay for that, then that's kind of sad, because otherwise, well, they're just running around basically wasting money. Alright, so what's this? We've captured a heretic. We've caught an wandering old man who is wild-eyed and babbles about a plot to take you as a sacrifice. Oh, okay. Let us be quite sure we are dealing with heretics before we kill an innocent. Yeah? Oh. The relation went down, but we gained honor. That's all I really care about at the moment. Honor and renown is really, really important, and we already have a decent relation with the town, so I'm pretty happy with that. And we can also sell all our prisoners here. Look at that, 5,700 to sell those. So crazy money. And once our knights actually gain doom maces, it's going to be, it's going to be so good. It is really going to be very good. I did get another baggage train, by the way, from our steward, because someone did mention that you can get multiple baggage trains from your various fiefs. So it's just the tavern keeper. The tavern keeper will not give you something if you already have a, see, there you go. If you already have one, then they won't give you one. I think you can probably go into your chest and you can place the supply train in there. And then maybe you'll do it. I also got this book, by the way. I got this book from Laria's chest. Because if you own Laria, then you can go into the chest in the castle, and then you can get this. And we are going to start reading that relatively soon, or at least I hope so. I haven't had a chance to really rest at all, so yeah, that's probably the reason why. Anyway, let's go over to Talon Castle, and I would like to see what's actually going on there, because we might as well continue our expansion if at all possible. Of course, this might be kind of difficult because they have 32 armored longbowmen. Not entirely sure what they're going to have here, to be honest. So I guess we'll just try it and see what happens. It's ladders. Okay, that's actually pretty fine. So we'll try it. Maybe King Ulrich will turn up. Maybe he won't. Nope, he's not turning up. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Let's see what we can do. This is okay. Yeah, I think this is alright. We might actually do okay here. Yeah, this is pretty good because we can just shoot these guys from outside and just take out a whole bunch of them, and then we can retreat or something like that if we run out of arrows or if we just want to, and then we can head back in. Gonna be a bit cheap in this particular siege because this is very well defended. This is a great layout for them. There's only 2 ladders. There's an archery nest on the right side there that is overlooking the ladders as well, so any shields that we potentially have on our units are going to be facing away from the archer fire, which is exceptionally good for them and very bad for us. Maiden Adventurer, are you serious? Ugh. Yeah, that's kind of sad that we lost one of those. But we're just going to continue shooting right here, and look at how much damage we're able to deal. It's just so nice. I have no more arrows now, unfortunately, though. Okay, so technically what I could do is I could tell my units to continue going backward. Well, it doesn't seem to be going too badly so far. As you can see, we've already eliminated 61 of the enemy, but 61 is not really what I'm talking about here. We really want to get much more than that. And yeah, I have tried to ask our archers for some arrows, but that does not seem to be working. I think it will probably only work in a siege defense or something like that. So unfortunately I won't be able to get any refills, but maybe I'll be able to get some refills if we actually start going up there, or if I just pick up some from the ground. which I don't necessarily really like to do because that does leave us very much open to attack. But who's going to attack me? You know, who's going to attack me? There doesn't seem to be that many units here that can actually deal damage. So, you know what? Let's tell our guys to charge in. Let's do this. Because they are receiving new reinforcements, but hopefully I'm going to get there before their reinforcements do. That's not going to happen, is it? Really? Are you serious? Am I seriously missing that guy so much? Wow, that was kind of weird. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so my shield is utterly impenetrable, or most of the time impenetrable, and I guess we'll see how... Oh, there's a lot of good guys up here. Yes. I say again, there's a lot of good guys up here. Okay, let's try and get out of here as soon as possible. I almost got stun locked. Did you see that? Did you see me almost get stun locked right there? Oh yeah, by the way, there's also that that penalty for when you retreat in these kinds of situations, which I personally feel is kind of annoying. I mean, obviously it's kind of annoying for me because it's actually happening to me, but yeah, anyway, the point is that I feel like that's kind of sad to lose honor and renown just for retreating. I mean, I know that the developers are trying to make it so that retreating just to regain ammunition is a dishonorable act, but isn't that what an actual army would do? You know, if they run out of ammunition, what are they going to do? Just charge straight on in and be like, oh, suicide mission, let's do that. You know, that doesn't really make sense either. So maybe there could be a different solution maybe for it. But otherwise, as you can see, there are so many less armored longbowmen here. So I'm just going to rest up a little bit, and then we'll go back in and see what we can do. Oh, there we go. 9 noble recruits have joined our cause. Very nice indeed. We are going to need to continue building shrines and churches and so on and so forth. And we're losing 13,000 per week, which is actually not even that bad. That's actually a perfectly acceptable sum because I am able to gain prisoners, can sell those prisoners for a decent amount. I can sell loot for a decent amount. And, well, if we didn't have the free company, I'd actually be making money, I think. Or at least a little bit. Anyway, let's go back in and see what we can do. Talon Castle does seem to be a bit difficult. Certainly much more difficult than the previous ones that we were able to take. And once again, what we're going to do is the standard sort of formation. So we're just going to put our... Do I have infantry? Yeah, I've got 4 infantry. So I'm going to place the infantry at the very beginning there, and then we'll just move our archers a little bit up. And then we'll move our cavalry all the way at the back here. We have a lot of cavalry, so we need them to have the most space possible. But I don't know how that's really going to go. Maybe it's going to be pretty bad to have this kind of setup in the formation sense. But otherwise, I'm just going to continue to do damage here as well. Wish I had more of a zoom. Wish I could zoom in more, basically, what I'm saying. Come on now. I think I've got to treat it like more of a laser because it just literally goes. It just flies through the air so incredibly far and fast. There we go. There we go. Nice, nice. Keep picking those guys off. Nice. All right. So I'm going to keep a couple of arrows just in case. You never know when it could be quite useful. Wait a minute. Can we go in through the... no, we can't go in through the front. I'm pretty sure we can't go in through there. Can we? I mean, it's unlikely that we are going to have the option to destroy the gate in Pendor. I think they don't really do that. Yeah, as you can see, they've actually put like a portcullis here. And, well, not the developers, but, the enemies. And they're going to, well, it's definitely going to prevent us from getting in, isn't it? So, yeah, kind of unfortunate. Anyway, we did eliminate another 67. I guess we might actually achieve something if we do decide to charge in this time. Because if we decide that, then maybe there's not going to be as many archers. I know I said I was going to save my arrows. Maybe I should. Oh, there we go. There's another kill for us. Going to pick up some... Oh, wow. There's a lot of arrows on the ground right here. Fantastic. Look at this. Wow. I'm really surprised. I've got 23 again now. That is insane. Okay, I did not expect so many arrows on the ground. That's for sure. Anyway, I think we're pretty good. I think we're pretty good right now. So that means that maybe I will be able to move up here and try and do a little bit of sniping because I need to clear these guys out. Take out that one, and well, there are 40 or so longbowmen in this garrison right here, aren't there? So I think we should be okay. There's another armored one. Take that out. Nice. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to hit that guy, that's for sure. Alright, so let's see if I can maybe head up here. Hello, you're shooting me. You're dead now. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's just take out this guy. Take out that guy. That one as well. Ah, you're lining up perfectly for me right here. This is lovely. There we go. Nice. Alright, so there's actually a huge amount of arrows on the outside wall here as well, and I've gone up the wrong ladder, to be honest. The right ladder would have been over here. And I think we might have this in the bag. I'm gonna just loot a whole bunch. We have not many crossbowmen, so it's unlikely I'll pick up bolts. But if I do pick up bolts, then I'm gonna say goodbye, because I'm just gonna die. Thankfully, I'm not taking any damage in this particular action. Can't get past this guy's shield, unfortunately. Okay, well, we're still doing absolutely fine. I'm gonna keep a couple of arrows back. And oh, there's an old door. Yep, there we go. Give me all this. Give me all these arrows. Thank you very much. Okay, so this guy's gonna die. Thank you. Oh, hello. Sure, if you want to keep standing here, swinging away at me, I'm perfectly fine to snipe you. Okay, I think we probably have this. Because there's not really much more they can do right now, and if we send our units in, our unit quality is just so much better than theirs, because we've mostly eliminated most of their high tier ones now, apart from maybe a couple of halberdiers, but halberdiers are not exactly great when it comes to siege defense. Actually, they're okay at siege defense, but not so much at siege offense. Anyway, I'd love to get over there to all those arrows, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to, so I think what I will have to do is charge everyone in. Let's do this. And I'm going to have to do a little bit of damage myself with my sword. Probably not going to work out too nicely because these guys, there's a lot of them attacking me at the same time. So we're going to have to be a bit careful. Like that, for example. You know, they've still got Morning Stars. Morning Stars are capable of dealing piercing damage, so even if they hit me and it's the lowest tier unit ever, they're still going to deal some significant damage just because it's piercing damage. Anyway, my guys are going to come in from the right side right there. All I have to do basically is just wait here now with my shield up and just let them penetrate the defenses, or at least I hope that that's going to be the case. We might not actually see that, so I might have to help out a little bit here, which is exactly why I decided to... Ooh, okay. This might be a bit problematic. Right. Guys, could you just kill them? I'm kind of a little bit stuck, if you know what I mean. I don't really want to move because I might get pushed off the ladder and then end up dying. But I also don't want to move inward or outward because of, well, getting murdered. Okay. Think this is okay. Come on, guys. Come on. Yeah. There we go. Okay, we're in. That's all that we needed. And now I can shield all our guys from these archers if needed. There we go. These guys aren't even bothering to attack me. Okay, anyone behind me? Nope, no one behind me. Okay, fine. Hey, come on. Let's do this. 2 versus 1. I'm sure you've got this in the bag. Yeah, you totally have it. Boom, boom, and boom. Haha, yes. You don't see the sneaky. There we go, the sneaky attack from the side. Okay, so do they have any arrows on the floor here? Yes, they do. Fantastic. Okay, so there are a couple of extra... yeah. Okay, can I... No, I can't climb. I forget it's Mount and Blade. You can't climb ladders. Yeah, okay, well, anyway, these arrows are going to be sufficient, more than sufficient, to eliminate the last remaining skirmishers from across the way there. And there we have it. How many enemies left? 1. There is 1 enemy left, and he's down. There we go. We actually got 92 kills. I wonder if there's an achievement for 100 kills. I think there is. So I missed out on it by 8, which is actually kind of sad. But what can I say? We took the castle, and that's all that matters. Anyway, 31 renown, 12 morale, not too bad. And yeah, 92 kills. Kind of cool. Didn't lose too many people either. And there's not really anything I want from the loot here. It's kind of a bit embarrassing for them, isn't it? Just be like, oh, well, here's the loot. This is what we have. An old carrot. Yeah, well, it's kind of weird because it's Sarlian, you know. It's not just some random village. It's actually a castle, you know, a pretty grand-looking castle. But anyway, heretic minion. You know what? I guess I'm just going to take all the Dashar units because I actually like the Dashar units quite a bit. I think they're pretty powerful. Notorious Outlaw is pretty good. Pendor recruits, yeah, I guess they're all right. Okay, so I'm going to defer Appointment of a Lord once again because, let's face it, we kind of want to try and, you know, persuade people to come over to our faction. And we also want an automatic garrison, which is exactly what's going on here. I wonder whether I can go in and speak to the steward and ask him to recruit from nearby villages. That might be cool. Not sure if I'm able to do that. No, because I need to be the Lord. That's absolutely fine, though. All right, that's going to be it for this episode. Next time, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do, but if I run across any unique spawns like I did today, then, of course, we'll be fighting them to try and get those elusive Qualis gems. But I think, in general, if time is going to pass, we're probably going to be doing the next Noldor tournament, and we will continue to try and consolidate our territory. As you can see, Sarlian's territory is shrinking by the day. Pretty good. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.